Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Intuitive Marriage Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda. I'm an intuitive marriage mentor, self-worth enthusiast, and a woman who truly believes that you are worthy of love. Now, it has been a hot minute again since I've popped in here, so my apologies, but I've been cooking up something really fun. I started my Soul Spot Sanctuary free Facebook group community, and I finally have finished my 14-day self-love blueprint workbook. We started that last night with a kickoff call to set our intentions and set some goals and decide why we are pouring self-love into ourselves and why self-love matters for the next 14 days. So if you're hearing this and you still want in, please let me know ASAP because it is a closed private group. We have 23 women in there, plus me. So 24, and I'm very excited about it. And we're going to spend 2 weeks of just pouring into ourselves. So like I said, if you're interested, send me an email to soulspotintuitive@gmail.com or amandapott@soulspotintuitive.com. And we will get you that workbook and get you invited into the group. So today's episode is a really special one. It's kind of right in line with where I'm at right now. And I'm feeling fired up and full of love because we are diving deep into the very first foundation of my 12-week program, Worthy of Love, 12 Foundations to a Thriving Intuitive Marriage. And honestly, a thriving life. Okay. And that is self-love. But we now need to wait because there's a sister to self-love that doesn't get talked about enough, and that is self-worth. Now, here's the golden question we're going to explore today. What's the difference between self-love and self-worth? And why do we need both to live the life and marriage that we crave? We're also going to walk through some super practical tips that you can start today, pulled straight from my Worthy of Love 12 Foundations. And like I said, we have the 14-day self-love blueprint challenge, which has started. Today is day 1, and we have launched the brand new Soul Sanctuary group in Facebook. So let me know if you want in on that, and I will get you all set up. So let's get into today's episode. The difference between self-love and self-worth. Let's break this down with love and clarity, shall we? Self-love is how you care for yourself. It's the actions, the kindness, the nurturing, the forgiveness you give to you. It's the little things like drinking water, getting proper rest, saying no to things that drain you, and saying yes to things that light you up. It's honoring your needs. Self-worth, that's the belief that you are worthy of those things. So without having to earn them, it's the core knowing that you are inherently valuable. It's rooted in identity, in your essence. It's the difference between I love myself when and I am lovable, period. Let's look at an example. So imagine a wife who pours her energy into caring for others. She makes homemade meals, shows up for her partner, keeps the home flowing, and maybe even works a full-time job and still feels invisible, drained, maybe even resentful. She's practicing self-love in action, but if deep down she doesn't believe she's worthy of rest, of appreciation, of joy, of her own space, then her self-love has no roots and it cannot anchor her. On the flip side, someone might believe they are worthy, they've done the inner work, they know their value, but they aren't taking action to care for themselves. They're skipping meals, they're overworking, they're letting people cross boundaries, they're stressed, they're not sleeping, they're not hydrating properly. So we need both. Think of it like this. Self-worth is the soil. Self-love is the water and the sunlight. One without the other, and your garden does not grow. So, why it matters so much, and especially in marriage. So, let's get a little bit personal. Okay. In marriage, if you don't love yourself, you can start outsourcing your happiness to your partner. You expect them to fill up your cup, but your cup has cracks. So that is not fair. How can they help you when it's just going to pour out anyways? Or worse, you might lose your sense of identity. You give and you give, hoping to receive love in return, but never truly receiving it because deep down, you don't believe that you're worthy. When you know your self-worth, you no longer wait for permission to take care of you. You stop needing constant validation. You communicate your needs without shame, and you become magnetic. And when you love yourself, you're modeling what it looks like to love you. And that's a gift to your partner. I always say, the most intuitive, connected marriages start with two whole people, not two halves looking to complete one another. How do we strengthen both of these? How do we strengthen that? The self-love, the self-worth. Here are some powerful tips straight from my 12 foundations. And these aren't just fluff. They're soul deep practices that transform lives. So let's just go through a few of them. Number 1, self-love foundation tip. So daily rituals for you. This is what we are doing right now in the 14-day self-love challenge, and it's fantastic. Choose one act of self-love every morning: a walk, a song, a meditation, drinking enough water, prepping your meals for the day, a hug to yourself in the mirror, some positive affirmations. Consistency creates safety, and love grows in safe spaces. Number 2, accountability foundation tip. Own your own needs without guilt. When you ask for what you need, you tell yourself you matter. And that's both self-love and self-worth in motion. Practice saying, I need this for my well-being, without apology. Let's repeat that. I need this for my own well-being. Now, boundaries. Number 3, say no to what drains you. Boundaries are not walls, they're doors. They let in what aligns and protects your energy. And every no to what doesn't serve you is a yes to yourself. Number 4, perspective foundation tip. Change the story. If your inner critic is saying, I'm not good enough, flip the script. Speak truth. Say, I am learning, I am growing, and I'm still worthy of love. And rewrite those mental stories. Number 5, empathy foundation tip. Turn it inward. You're so kind to others. Now talk to yourself like someone you deeply love. That voice of empathy. Use it on your hardest days. When I struggle, I find that if I look at that if I was parenting one of my children and they came to me with the problem that I have, how would I parent them through that? What advice would I give? Speak to yourself in that loving way. We do have the Self-Love Blueprint Challenge going. It is live right now. But if your heart is nodding yes to wanting to join, please, I will still invite you to this really special group. We are beginning today is day 1 of the Self-Love Blueprint Challenge, and it is in my new Facebook group, Soul Spot Sanctuary. It is intuitive marriage mentoring and self-love empowerment space. And I'm really excited to join forces with, I have 23 incredible women in there right now. And if you'd like to be the next one, please let me know. Here's what to expect. Daily guidance, reflection prompts, a printable workbook. We had the live kickoff call last night and a circle of women doing this deep work together. So reach out. I would say, give it a couple more days. And then I would say I won't be accepting any new members this time around, but it'll definitely be available very soon again once we are done this. Let me leave you with this. Self-love is the daily act, and self-worth is the deep knowing. And you are worthy of both. No exceptions, no conditions. Just for being here, just for being alive, just for being you. You are absolutely worthy of all the love you deserve. Now, thank you for being here with me today. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a rising wave of women who are no longer shrinking. We're rooting, we're rising, and we're remembering who we are. And I'll be right here with you every step of the way. I've created this challenge because I like to stay on track, and accountability is always the best way to go, and have running buddies and, just a place to share and get the support that we need just to stay on track. Life is busy and there's always something coming at us. So if this episode touched your heart, please share it with a friend, leave a review, or tag me on Instagram at the Intuitive Marriage Podcast. I love hearing your takeaways. I do also have fan mail. Please send me a fan mail. I will shout you out on my next episode. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of love. You always have been, and you always will be. And stay tuned, because coming up soon, possibly not the next episode, but after we are done the 2 weeks, I'm going to do a full episode on the 14-day self-love blueprint. And then it'll be a proper guide to go along with the workbook, which will be free. So let me know if you're interested or if you want to be on a wait list for that. Again, thank you. Enjoy your fabulous day. It is Monday. It's the beginning of an amazing week. And I love you guys. We will chat soon. Bye for now.